There's a project out here being called the next BNB, and the crazy part? Some top analysts actually believe it could 50x, maybe even 100x, in the next few years. Yeah, you heard me right. Today we're talking Aster, a DeFi project quietly building momentum on the BNB chain. Welcome back to another episode of Goldrush Crypto Daily, your favorite crypto pit stop where we read, react, and break down what's really happening in this wild market. Today I've got two spicy articles lined up, both diving into Aster's insane growth potential and its new buyback program that's shaking up the DEX world. If this is your first time here, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next big altcoin that's flying under the radar. Alright, let's dig into the first piece. Alright, let's start with this piece from Captain Altcoin. Headline reads, "Could Aster be the next BNB? This analyst thinks so. Here's why." Okay, that's a bold headline already. Let's see what they're cooking up. Most big crypto success stories start quietly. A few years back, Binance Coin was just a simple utility token. Facts. People forget BNB didn't look like a $100 billion coin in 2018. It was just a discount token, man. Aster might just be playing that same long game. A similar story might be unfolding with Aster. One analyst, Crypto Patel, believes it could grow into something as influential as Binance Coin within 4-5 years. 4 to 5 years? That's not that far off, honestly. That's one full bull cycle. If Aster is building the right fundamentals, that prediction doesn't sound as wild as it seems. Accumulation around $1 or below could be a long-term opportunity, potentially reaching $50, $100 if fundamentals and adoption strengthen. $50 to $100, that's massive. That's basically a 50x to 100x call. Let's be real though. This kind of move only happens if the ecosystem explodes, just like BNB did when Binance expanded beyond exchange fees into everything: DEX, staking, NFTs, payments, you name it. But here's what's interesting. Aster already has its own DEX, right? That's key. Aster powers a decentralized exchange called AsterDEX. It supports both perpetual and spot trading across multiple blockchains like BNB Chain, Ethereum, Solana, and Arbitrum. Okay, that's actually impressive. Multi-chain support out of the gate? That's like Uniswap, but more versatile, especially if they nail the cross-chain liquidity part. You know how big that is for traders? Most DEX are chain-locked. Aster could be solving a real friction point. Aster and BNB are closely connected since Aster is built on the BNB chain. So it's built on BNB but aiming to go fully decentralized, almost like the apprentice outgrowing the master. If Aster can become to BNB what BNB became to Ethereum, that's a full circle story. Buyback and Airdrop program. 70-80% of Season 3 fee revenue to repurchase Aster tokens. Now this is the part that caught my eye. When projects start doing buybacks, it usually means they're confident in their token economy. It's literally them saying, "We'll take our profits and reinvest in our community." That's how you build a base of diamond hands. Buybacks reduce the number of tokens in circulation. Airdrops reward loyal holders. Exactly. That's a supply squeeze plus reward combo. It's like what Luna tried to do before it imploded, but Aster seems to be taking a more sustainable route, backed by actual fee revenue, not just hype. This could be the start of a flywheel effect. That's a big deal if they keep executing. But hold up. Before we get too bullish, there's a second article that drops a whole new layer on this. Now let's check out this one from CoinGape, titled, "Aster Gets Major Boost as Project Launches Token Buyback Program. Expert Predicts $10 Spike." Interesting. This one's clearly more recent and directly follows up on that buyback we just mentioned. Let's dive in. Aster has announced a token buyback program in a bid to stabilize token prices and circulating supply. There it is. Confirmation. This isn't just talk, it's in motion. They're literally using 70-80% of Season 3 fees to fund buybacks. That's aggressive, in a good way. Results will be released after Season 3 concludes. Future seasons will also include airdrops and buybacks, so it's not a one-off, it's seasonal. That's how you maintain consistent investor confidence. Imagine every few months Aster announces, hey, we're buying more tokens back. That's like a mini bull run announcement each season. The buyback plan builds on the rocket launch initiative, connecting traders to new crypto projects. Okay, wait. This is clever. They're using trading fees from new project launches to fund buybacks. That's organic. That's like combining launchpad hype with DeFi economics. Genius move. After DeFiLlama delisted its volume data, Aster's price dropped 10%, prompting this buyback program. So that's the context. They had a data issue and market confidence dipped. But instead of panicking, they flipped it, used it as a catalyst to strengthen tokenomics. That's solid crisis management. Experts note renewed stability following Wintermute's reaccumulation of millions of tokens. Wait, Wintermute's involved? That's huge. For those who don't know, Wintermute is a massive market maker. If they're quietly reaccumulating Aster, that's like whales quietly loading the rocket fuel. Crypto expert Peters projected that Aster could surge to $10 in response to the buyback announcement. $10 short term? You know what? Given that it's hovering near $1, that's a 10x right there. Combine that with Patel's long-term $50 target, and we've got a full ladder of bullishness here. Short-term pop, long-term moon. The platform surpassed competitors like Lightchain and Hyperliquid with over $10.6 billion in 24-hour volume. Hold up, $10.6 billion daily volume? That's not small fry territory. That's competing with some of the biggest DEX players out there. So this isn't vaporware, this is traction. If you put this next to Patel's $100 prediction, this project's narrative is heating up fast. Alright, so what's the truth here? Both articles align on one thing: Aster isn't just another DeFi token, it's trying to become a decentralized BNB ecosystem built by and for traders. If Article 1 was the vision, Article 2 is the execution. We're seeing fundamentals catching up with the hype: buybacks, cross-chain utility, high trading volumes, and strong whale interest. From a trader's perspective, the key zone to watch is that $1 support. If it holds and Aster pushes past 2.10, that's confirmation of reversal territory. After that, $10 is the psychological level. If you're a long-term believer, those Patel numbers, $50, $100, might not be as crazy as they sound. Personally, I'm not fading this one. This feels like BNB in 2018 energy. Everyone ignored it until it didn't make sense to anymore. Alright fam, bottom line. Here are your 3 takeaways. 1. Aster's fundamentals are aligning fast. Multi-chain DEX, token buybacks, and community-focused airdrops. 2. Institutional whispers are happening. Wintermute doesn't just buy random stuff. 3. Price potential. Analysts are talking $10 short-term, $50, $100 long-term. Even half that would still be life-changing gains. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Aster can really become the next BNB? Or is this just another DeFi hype cycle waiting to fade? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're holding Aster, let me know your average entry price. Make sure you're subscribed because I'll be tracking the Season 3 results and any major wallet movements tied to that buyback. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. The crypto market moves fast, and only the prepared survive. I'm Goldrush. This has been Goldrush Crypto Daily. Stay sharp, stay bullish, and as always, keep chasing that crypto gold.